Hi, good morning. I am Gianiever A. Montano of BSHM 1103, and I am here to present my animated infographic about eliminating hazards or risk in the hospitality management. When we talk about hazards, this is all about being at risk in danger. Danger that might threaten your safety at work or any place you're at. What is hazard anyway? A hazard is a source or a situation with the potential for harm in terms of human injury or ill health, damage to property, damage to the environment, or in combination of this. Hazards are like this. Pictures shown below are examples of hazards that can exist in a workplace. These hazards are high voltage hazard, physical hazards, chemical hazards, flammable hazards, and radiation hazards. And a risk is the chance of some happening that will have a negative effect. A risk is the chance, high or low, that any hazard will actually cause somebody harm. In summary, hazard is a subject which is capable of hurting someone, while risk is the probability of how high or low the result will be.
But in hospitality management, there are several types of hazards that a worker or a guest can experience. Hi there. I am Chef Zian, and I am here to discuss the importance of eliminating hazards or risk of hospitality management. Slips and trips are the most common source of major injuries in workplaces. In hospitality management, kitchen assistants, chefs and waiting staffs are usually most affected persons inside the workplaces. 40% of all major workplace injuries are caused by slips and trips. In order to prevent these kind of accidents, you must know the risk presented from slips and trips and perform immediate precautionary actions to reduce these risks as low as possible. Some simple things to consider includes spilled substances. Spills from food or cooking are the main cause of slips and trips. To prevent this hazard, upon spilling the substance they should clean it right away to avoid possible accidents that may lead to serious problems. Flooring. Regularly check flooring condition and don't put off repairs. As a temporary measure, highlight any damaged areas and, where possible, keep people away. Unexpected trip hazards. Make sure boxes, bags, cables and other obstacles aren't left lying around. Storage should always be provided for incoming deliveries and staff belongings.
Wear the right PPE. For many people, this just means wearing non-slip shoes. Depending on your job, however, there could be other equipment for you to wear. Proper use and maintenance of PPE is a must. Don't run at work. Take careful steps and be especially cautious on wet, icy, and highly polished flooring surfaces. Be extra careful on stairs. Use the handrail and watch out for slippery or uneven surfaces. Maintain a neat and tidy work area. Boxes blocking the hallway, loose papers strewn across the floor, extension cords zigzagging back and forth, open filing cabinets, and other clutter increase the risks of slips and trips needlessly. This doesn't apply to everyone, but if you use a ladder at work, you must know how to do so safely. Before using a ladder, make sure it's in good condition. Do not use a ladder with cracks, warping, or other defects. Make sure the ladder is stable before you begin climbing. Use both hands to climb the ladder, and always maintain a solid center of balance. It only takes a second for an accident to happen. One careless moment, one bad decision, or one ill-timed distraction could put your health at risk. Slips, trips, and falls can happen anywhere. Don't take your health for granted. Keep these best practices in mind to stay on your feet and stay on the job.
Machinery and equipment. The most common mechanical equipment injuries are to hands and fingers, which may be cut, sprained, dislocated, broken, crushed or severed by machinery and equipment. All pieces of equipment that sit on a worktop should be on a level surface, a secure base and position so that they cannot be knocked off. Examples of machinery and equipment includes slicers, mincers, meat tenderizers, food processors. Electricity. Most machines use electrical power. Damaged and frayed electrical cords attached to appliances such as fans, rice cookers, freezers and pie warmers are the cause of common electrical hazards in the hospitality and tourism industry. Electrical leads must not be wrapped around appliances, and electrical boards should be secured on the wall to prevent the risk of stretching the leads and short-circuiting the wires, causing a fire risk. In order to avoid this accident to occur, your employer must make sure that equipment is in good working order and regularly checked. Make sure electrical switchboards are not blocked. If there is an electrical fault, it may be important to be able to switch off an appliance at the power point quickly.
Before every job, a thorough risk assessment is essential. In wet conditions, for example, electric welding is dangerous, and any unsuitable equipment can become live and actually make the surrounding area live too. Extension leads and portable equipment cabling are easily damaged, and if an electrical fault develops when you're working in a confined space, it could be difficult to avoid a shock. Once the risks have been identified, they should be reduced. Is it possible, for example, to do the job using different equipment? Perhaps air, battery, hydraulic or hand-powered? Or perhaps using low-voltage equipment? If not, and you have to use mains voltage, make sure a residual current device or earth leakage trip device is fitted. Before using any electrical equipment and cabling, make sure that it's not damaged and that it's safe to use. If it is damaged, don't use it. Make sure it's labeled as faulty and can't be used, and report it to the electrician. Don't overload sockets by using multi-socket adapters or extensions. And before you clean or make adjustments to any electrical equipment, check that it's unplugged and fully discharged. If you're working in an atmosphere which is potentially flammable, only use the appropriate certified equipment. Finally, when you're isolating electrical equipment, use lockout or tag out.
Manual handling of equipments. Bed making, vacuuming, carrying trays, placing boxes and other items on shelves, cleaning, handling laundry trolleys and loading and unloading washing machines are some examples of manual handling tasks in the hospitality and tourism industry. Mishandling of equipment such as heavy load items, glass items, or sharp objects may lead to unexpected accident in a workplace. Your employer must assess and control manual handling tasks. This includes doing things like reorganizing work tasks to reduce the manual handling involved, providing mechanical lifting devices, such as trolleys and hoists, making sure employees do not work long hours without a break, making sure the workplace layout allows employees enough space to move and work safely. Burn hazards. Burn hazards are an undeniable threat in the kitchen. Hot surfaces, direct flame and working with hot oils, handling hot pots, pans and trays all provide an opportunity to inflict serious injury. Burns occur with direct contact with flames, electricity and chemicals. Scalding results from direct contact with hot liquids like boiling water, steam and oils used for cooking. There are few ways to do in reducing the possibility of burn hazards, and that includes: avoid overcrowding in the kitchen area. Often, spills are the result of direct contact with another individual. Ensure staff have proper training in how to handle hot items and appliances. Turn pot handles inward to avoid accidental spillage by passers-by and avoid placing handles over heat sources. Ensure that spills are immediately cleaned up and wear footwear with slip-resistant properties. Ensure staff have training in first aid techniques.